price kind of like play and pick a direction.
Yeah.
And I took a loss on it. But like I said, I don't give a fuck. It was 3 micros. I tried something. This is trading.
No, you got to try something.
$137.
That's what I'm saying.
What it
not
is.
A big loss.
With the Asia session, this is something I've been practicing, and I tell a lot of people too. If you're going to trade it, have a complete separate set of accounts dedicated to just Asia. So that way you kind of at least collect data on it. Because I have a whole plan for Asia. Actually, I trade that's completely different from trading New York. You guys know me. I'm like super high R multiple when I trade New York. Asia, I'm like the opposite. I trade negative R multiple. I go super big on size, and I look to just take a little bit and then kind of just move on. And so that for me has been working, but I have a complete separate set of accounts for each of them. So
nice. Good tip. Love that tip.
Solid.
Rob just purchased his ticket for the boot camp. Rob, can't wait to meet you, bro. We're selling out, dude. We're getting really close to the end here. So I'm
well, Rob, I'm hoping you get the signed book, buddy.
Yeah. So Tanner, I don't know if you knew this, because I probably didn't tell you, and the podcast is not out yet, but tomorrow I'm dropping a podcast with Brian Shannon, and he agreed that one of the last 20 tickets that we sell to basically sell out the event, he'll give away a signed copy of his book. So
let's go.
Yep. And he also may be bringing some other gifts along for everybody that will be very, very cool that I can't talk about yet, but some cool shit. So it's going to be awesm.
He brings an actual VWAP rubber band.
He's selling resistance bands that say
VWAP resistance bands. They're VWAP.
Dude, you're a genius, bro. You're a fucking genius. All right, you want to? So, Tanner, you got to trade yet, or are you slow today? Where are you?
No, honestly. So, expectations today. We have MLK Day on Monday, holiday. There's no news today, as far as I saw. And just location wise on NQ, I hate where it is. I think it's a terrible location. It's kind of in the middle of that small daily range. So honestly, I don't really have shit. I'm literally planning on kind of just chilling here. I had a huge day yesterday. I'm the last thing I need to do is
bro.
Thank you. Last thing I need to do is be a fucking hero today. So I'm kind of just chilling. My big watch I wanted to see if it would play out is I'm watching YM for that breakout to 50,000, bro.
Yeah.
And then you know how back in the day they used to have the hats with the Dow, and it'd be Dow 20,000. You know, it's I want to get one of those that says Dow 50,000.
Yeah. So you want to hear something interesting? We looked it up yesterday. The Dow is the oldest index, right? The US 30. And that's why it's calculated based on the prices of the stocks, not market cap. Market cap is too hard to calculate before computers because of outstanding shares and all these other things. We were talking to ChatGPT about this yesterday. So the Dow is the simple man's stock market index because it's the highest price stock is the heaviest stock in the index, you know? So and that's why it's different than the other ones. So the Dow breaking out at different points makes sense than NQ or ES. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah. And it's what's notable is you don't really see this as much as in NQ because, like you said, everything is market cap weighted. The rotation of money based on companies that have earnings and whatnot. This past week, we had a bunch of bank earnings. And in the beginning of the week, a lot of the banks shit the bed. JP Morgan, Citigroup, a bunch of them. And so the Dow was noticeably weaker. I remember on specific days, especially when NQ was strong. And I just kind of took mental note of that. And then we finally came into the bottom of that near-term daily range that's forming on the Dow on Wednesday. And then we had Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs report earnings yesterday. And we put in a nice daily hammer. So that was my whole thesis yesterday. I was okay, well, it's been weak in the Dow. We have 2 more banks reporting earnings. If these guys actually report good earnings, and we have that daily hammer to work with, we could flip the script, and I could look for a long money to rotate back into the Dow.
Interesting.
And that's literally how I looked at it yesterday. And Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs yesterday just ripping, just really nice huge days into all-time highs. And so that influenced the Dow ultimately. And literally it was one of those plays. I'm telling you, fuck the money. Obviously, we're all here to make money, but it was one of those where I had the thesis. I'm watching it happen. I'm all right, if this does this here, I'm getting in. I got in. Okay, then it's holding. It's making a higher low. I'm I need to add here. And then I'm just walking through the trade step by step. And I'm all right, this should hold this pullback here. This should hold this pullback for a healthy trend.
You're just in the flow.
It's doing everything perfectly. And I'm dude, this is fucking flow state. I'm again, fuck the money, but obviously I'm stoked on it. But I'm this is the feeling you want when you start trading, when you're dude, it's clicking. This makes sense. the thesis is coming together, and it was like perfect price action, and I had such a good read on it. So that was a really good feeling. So I feel like a lot of times as traders, there's days where you're just like, I don't fucking know where it's going to go, what it's going to do.
100%, bro.
It's confusing. 100%. And so when you have something happen, you're like literally like walking through every step before it happens scenario wise. And then it's confirming with price exactly what it should do. It was just like a feeling of like power. I was like, oh yeah, I got it. Like it was sick.
100%. 100%. That's, dude, great stuff. Chat's loving it. Yeah, AJ said downside to getting a ticket too early is he doesn't get the chance to get the signed book. It's not the downside, AJ. You saved money on the ticket. So there's pros and cons,
AJ, I'll sign a something for
Listen,
you.
if you bring the book, AJ, Brian's gonna sign some anyway, I would assume. So you may get one anyway. We'll see. Okay, so the quick markup here from who is this? Samuel here. Samuel Scott entered 3 micros long, added 3 more on the pullback, exited before market open. That's good, Samuel. I mean, this is good. 25,832 to 850, and then 814 to 850. That's great, bro. This looks great. I like that you traded it before market open and then got out before market open. Like you treated like 2 separate things. I think that's well done. Okay. Pretty sideways here.
Yeah, so anything you watching? Anything on Bookmap that's sticking out?
Randy?
No, you got, for me, I'm looking at 6690 to 6692 as those levels from yesterday, previous day's value area low and value area high. And you can see we kind of been sitting on it all night.
Yep.
Not all night, sorry, but since we set in that.
So see, I like longs above that. I like longs here. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not bearish, so I kind of feel like I like longs until that overnight low is taken there. At like if we're under 88, maybe we go from 87 down to that all-time high VWAP at 80. I could see that, but I think above 88, I'd be comfortable
getting long at 90.
Yeah, I would too.
If we held that level again and we come back down to it and we hold it, I would be comfortable getting long down there.
On Bookmap though, like it doesn't look bearish. There is orders above and below, but the ones below are smaller. If you look at the numbers, like I have 151 contracts at 710, 7010, and then even more contracts at 7020, contracts at 7005. I don't know if I want to do anything until the opening range is set though. So maybe 2 more minutes, see where we're at. Not rush into anything here. The new giveaway form seems to be working very well, everybody. So this is good. So I'll put it in the chat again. Again, if you're watching on X, if you're watching on YouTube, the giveaway is for the members only. We only do this for our members, and it's sponsored by Top One Futures. So yesterday we did a 100K Ignite account. Today we're doing a 100K instant funded account, just a traditional instant funded account with that higher payout cap. So icebergs have been firing off below on ES. Shaw said, okay, that's interesting. Samuel's on that markup, $900 now from his first payout. Well done, dude. Keep it tight now.
Samuel.
Trev said it's the mustache tanner. I'm telling you, it holds your wisdom. Isn't there a biblical story about that? I think it's Samson, right? Like when they cut his hair, he got weak, but then when they left him in jail and his hair grew out or his mustache grew out for you, Tanner, then he got stronger and he crashed the whole temple. I'm telling you, there's a story in the Bible about this.
Well, and also I turned 33 this year. So Woo! I'm basically Jesus.
Quote that.
Just a ripped
I'm trading Jesus. This is my year, dude.
You better watch out. There's Wall Street Jesus. He's going to come for you, man.
Yeah, right. Randy, can you zoom in on that a little bit for us just so we can see those candles a little more? I just want to
Oh, sorry. So I basically just anchored someone said in the chat, I think it was, who just said that? Somebody said, Christopher Denman said he anchored a VWAP on that session low from New York yesterday, and price, you can see, held it here. So
yep.
I just threw it up for a sec just to get a visual, just to see what he was saying.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put a ton of weight on it. This thing could just cut right through it, but
yeah, I think it's just like a patient stay. Like this is,
and I just saw on Financial Juice Trump speaking at 10 a.m. I don't know what he's speaking about. It just said Trump speaks. That's all it says.
Well, maybe that can shake things up a little bit. You know what? I might try this long here on YM, which kind of seems silly. Not terrible. I kind of like it though. On this 2 minute, if this can hold.
Kind of take out the pre-market lows.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Just probably stop right here at the lows.
Once you're in, Tanner, you want to put your screen up so we can see it?
Yeah, I'll throw it up there. I'm just in one contract. And I'll look to add if we can kind of get back up there.
Randy, what are you thinking?
Oh, well, it's too late for that. I was thinking of getting long. I was actually just seeing where what I'd be risking.
Why is it too late now? You don't like it?
No,
you
just
don't
the
like
candle flipped on me. I wanted to get lower, and the way the candle flipped on me, I would think that that this is just going to move really fast, and I'll just FOMO into it. So on a 2-minute for me, did you see the way the candle flipped? Like we came in, we took this low, and then it just flipped to the other side, and it's like those are the kind of reactions that have me chasing a trade.
Sure.
And I need to actually reset my mind. This is something that I struggle with constantly, and now speaking it out loud with you guys, I'm actually catching myself before I do what I don't want to do.
Okay. Tanner's adding.
I'm in 2 YMs here. So speaking of those candles, this is what I really like. I saw a similar pattern yesterday. I really liked. You have a really ugly bearish bar continuation, and the next one engulfs it. We saw this yesterday specifically on the 2-minute chart as well on YM. This is actually exactly what triggered this yesterday for me, was right here. And look at this right into VWAP. This is actually fucking super sexy. Really ugly bearish bar. Barely overshoots, reclaims. This isn't a full reclaim, but I love like when a bar like this gets negated from the other side, because when this happens, basically it's just kind of telling me that like buyers stepping in, they want to flip the script. Fair. So for me, that's kind of what I'm looking at here with what we just happened. We had on the 5-minute really ugly rejection here at the open, way up into here, but then we sold off below. Asia kind of swept this low from yesterday as well. And then on the 2-minute, we just put in this bar, like I'm talking about, that bullish engulfing bar. So keeping the stop simply right here at the lows, pretty tight. This could fail here, but I like the attempt. I'm trying to see if it holds. Okay. So
I love Tanner bringing the action on Fridays. Grin said he's long at 93. I'm gonna get long if we break 7,000. So Mr. Monopoly said, you guys use orders in Bookmap to trade towards or away after tagging. Usually like as a magnet, trying to see on what side of the market they want to push or pull to, you know, that would be my answer to that. Randy, do you have a different answer to that?
No, you and I trade the same way, where I think Zach Boyajian uses Bookmap the opposite of us. He trades away from the orders. He looks for price action to trade into it, and then he looks for rejections.
Yep. Overnight lows is exit. Brian said, can you go over why you entered on this trade on the 2-minute bar? What was your stop loss?
For me?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so the 2-minute, it was just this engulfing bar right here. Overshot Asia lows, reclaimed. And I love this little engulfing bar that negated this, but it might fail right here. But that's the idea, is like overshoot of Asia lows. We have a bullish engulfing bar. Then continuation, that's why I added here too. So as long as this is holding higher lows here, I'm looking for this move back up through VWAP, maybe even back up towards potentially top of the range. So
I'm getting the subscription for I'm gonna get the subscription for YM for Bookmap, Tanner. So next Friday we can play around with that a little bit. We're talking about YM, you know, frequently enough. I think we should be looking at that if we're using Bookmap.
It's no longer the boomer. You know, it's cool now. It's not a maybe I'm just becoming a boomer, dude, because I'm in my 30s.
It's I was gonna say it's one or the other. It's definitely one or the other, dude.
Fuck, you guys make me feel so old. I'm in my 30s.
No, Randy, it's okay, bro. It's okay, dude.
Don't be upset.
Bro,
trust me, I got everybody coming to Tampa. I don't act my age, so don't worry about it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so now I gotta recalculate, because I think we sold a ticket last night too. So we're getting close. We probably have like a little more than 10 left now to where I want to be, and then the room will be pretty full.
Wow, this looks terrible now. I'm about to get fucking smoked on.
But quickly, I want to add, Tanner, your breakdown of your trade yesterday, and then how you're looking at the bank stocks. Like really,
people love it.
How you kind of see all the confluences on the charts, outside of the charts. Like I think sometimes having that bigger picture when you're coming in the morning, if you're looking at something certain, is super cool. So great job with
Definitely
that.
Helps. Chat loves it.
Glad it helps. Yeah, it's I mean, that's like whenever I do review, and then when I teach review as well, like going through journaling stuff, like my journals they're kind of lengthy, because I'm telling a story behind price. It's not for me, it's not just like, oh, we pulled back and touched VWAP and bounced. Okay, that means I get long. It's like, no, what's the context behind that? Like, was there, you know, like are we breaking prior day high? Are we breaking, you know, are there other stocks influencing it? And so yesterday was a lot of that big macro stuff that kind of also, I don't do a ton of macro stuff, but I'm like, when I can kind of combine that with technicals, it gives me more conviction to like sit through the entire move. And so like even yesterday, a really good example was as I'm walking through this yesterday, structure wise, this was really good here. So I get involved down here yesterday. We pop above the highs. We get this push back up, we pull back down, and then literally as this is coming down, this just stopped me out, unfortunately. So as this comes down right here, I was like, okay, this right here, this pullback to be healthy should hold basically around this area because this is the top of the range from the morning. So I'm watching this here, and you know, like I'm like, all right, I hope it doesn't crash, but if it's healthy, like this is going to hold. Then all of a sudden, boom, it holds, and I'm able to literally capture this whole move, and I sold up into here. So it was like, just again, market structure wise, what's happening. I'm like, I just want to see this be retested. And then when I see that and it confirms it, I'm like, cool. You know, I'm just, again, walking through price with it. So it's telling me the story of like the trend's holding, it's strong. There's something wrong with this, you know, let it work.
Cool.
Type of deal. So
do you also trade RTY? They want to know. Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. All the time. I'm watching it right now. I'm kind of bummed I didn't take it instead.
What do you like on RTY more than YM? Like, is there any difference of how you have to trade them?
RTY has just been really strong. It's in a multi-year breakout. So if we go to here on like, this is the weekly chart, zoom out, look at this is back in 2021, bro. So like this thing is finally above its 2021 highs after like going through tons of mess for so many years. So now, like, to me, this is just like, this is literally just in a bigger picture breakout. So on the daily chart, dude, we're in ripstick mode. We're starting to go.
Look at that.
I like how strong it is. I think this is going to be a really solid year for RTY finally. So
is there a fundamental reason you think that, or just a technical reason?
No, just straight technical, because it's breaking out big picture after like multi years, right? Same idea why I'm obsessed with Baba right now. It's like it's getting out of that big base. So yeah, I'm a fan of it. I love RTY today. Again, just I have low expectations for today overall. Like that Dow trade I just tried, it was pretty low quality. That's why I didn't like bet the house on it or anything. I just don't like where we are location wise on all the daily bars. Like this is inside yesterday's bar. YM is the top of the range here, like, you know, still inside this bar, but like wants to break out. NQ daily bar inside this ugly little daily range right here. It just like, it all looks low quality to me. So honestly, on days like this, that's why I like setting expectations for the open. I'm like, all right, my expectations are that today's probably going to be dog shit. So if it is dog shit, like don't be upset about it. It is what it is. And again, I just like don't want to be aggressive on a day like today because I'm just honest with myself in my game plan, being like, I don't fucking like any of the location here, the daily charts. And because of that, that means the last thing I need to do is be a hero today. It's like maybe try a couple things here and there, like I just did, like whatever. But now, like I'm pretty much just gonna like be super chilling until maybe something sets up a little bit later. But you know, that's I just don't see
good takes. Michael said, when I trade SPY options, I used to watch IWM, the Russell, because it would often lead the move and the SPY would follow. I wonder if it's similar with ES and RTY. Thoughts on that?
No, I don't think IWM influences ES at all, to be honest, because the IWM and Russell, it's all small cap stocks. It's really like the opposite of what's going to be in the S&P. It's the S&P is like good quality companies. Small caps are going to be a bunch of kind of like junk, right? But obviously there's still an index for a reason. There is a good video on my YouTube. It's really old. It's like it's a webinar done by my buddy Chandler, who used to work. He's been a trader forever, but like he's had lunch with like some like big like institutional dudes, and they talked about a lot like inflow and like money flowing between the indices and how they influence each other. And NQ he like always describes as like mama market, like you know, NQ kind of leads it all. ES actually gets influenced a lot by YM and NQ. So what you'll notice, literally there'll be days where like NQ, we actually kind of saw this yesterday, where like NQ was kind of weak, but YM was really strong. So therefore ES was a little bit more choppy, and then like, you know, maybe a little bit on the stronger side. So like I would say YM and NQ influence ES more than anything. And then I just feel like RTY is just like on its own, kind of just like doing its own thing. So
okay. All right. Good take. When's Randy's Asian session stream? Yeah, Randy and Tanner got to get on the Asian session stream. You guys should. I was telling Randy, like, because he's like, he didn't want to be consistent with it. He'd like, because he's got other stuff going on at that time. I was like, just go live for free on X and just do it on X. And Tanner, I know you're doing the free streaming too, so you guys should maybe do something.
Yeah, the thing is with Asia session, it's like
it's fucking boring. You walk away from
it's like you're gonna be sitting there and just like twiddling your thumbs, and most of the time I'm literally setting the trade, and I've learned if you try to like scalp Asia like too many times, you get fucked. Like it's like that's why I'll at least set it. I'll have this negative R multiple. I'll still sit there like a degenerate and be like, okay, gosh, this is low volume. Like, it just is it gonna work? But ultimately, you just gotta like kind of let it do its thing. And then
it's mentally taxing.
Like, it is mentally taxing.
So fucking slow that you're just like, yesterday I put a trade on and then we just went out for dinner. Like I was just like, I'm fucking.
Dude, I did the same thing. I had a trade on the Dow last night, and I went out to sushi with my parents, and I checked my phone. I was like, fuck yeah, I hit.
Yeah, I didn't hit, but I got a nice.
Tanner, can you link your YouTube in the chat? They're asking for your YouTube.
Yeah. I'll put it. It's just at the strong trader.
Okay, there you go. Thank you, Matt. Plus 473 NQ short. Nice. What drives RTY shifts in momentum? Do you have an answer to that, Tanner? What drives RTY shifts in momentum?
No clue. I don't know. I would say it just for me right now, it's all technicals for me. It's just like, again, we're breaking out of that big multi-year resistance. I think that's why it's strong right now.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, dude, RTY, there was a period where I literally be like, fuck this thing. I hate this. I don't understand it. Like, because it can be tricky, right? It's like, for sure. That's why also, if you ever hop around, like you guys obviously see me hop around the indices all the time, but like, I don't really go and trade gold. I don't trade oil. It's like, I've like learned to understand these 4 main indices, and that's what I stick with. But I also understand too, they all have like unique characteristics and personalities, and they just don't move the same. And like some of them do more funky things than others. So I would just say, like, if you want to get into like kind of rotating and looking at different indices, make sure you kind of just practice watching how they move and how they kind of respond to things first, then get involved. Because the amount of times like I used to get just stopped out on YM, where like there was no reason to be stopped, but like the candle just pulled back really deep, and I was like, no, it's gonna take me out. Versus like I'm like, nope, like this can do it. This can hold on by a tick. This can hold on by a tick. It just took time to learn that. So
for sure, good, really good advice.
I do like this jump right here on NQ into 25,720. I might look to take that.
That's right on NQ. I was going to say it just went with this sell-off. It's right at all-time high VWAP and start of year VWAP. It's right between them.
Ooh, okay. Well, okay, I like that. Let's see.
Yeah, both are going to be sitting on all-time high VWAP. ES too. If I have ES marked right.
Someone asked in the chat, does anyone here have own physical silver or gold? That was actually what I brought to stream today to show everybody. So check these things out. I bought these silver kilos, Randy and Tanner, from the Scots. Look, they still have the silver wrapper on them. I spent them $600 on them. They're going for $3,500 right now.
Oh my god,
isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
It's funny because my parents brought this up last night. We went to dinner. They're asking about like, oh yeah, like what do you think about silver and stuff? And I was like, huh, you guys are gonna get trapped. Like basically, I was like, the way it works, they're like, yo, like everyone's like, some guys are saying it's gonna correct. Like, why do you think it's gonna correct? I'm like, well, because it's way too overextended, number one. And now I just saw in the news, people are rushing to Costco to buy silver bars. This is classic. This is like the bottom of the barrel, the last dude's shit. Like this is the blue collar, no offense to blue collar workers. Shout out all you, but like, this is like, the blue collar workers getting off their job and be like, honey, we need to put all our money in silver. It's going to go to the moon. And then they go to Costco and buy a bunch of silver bars, and they're literally the last one in buying it at the top. And they're like, fuck. I'm going to get long down here. I'm trying this.
I have a second commander in the command station right now. I got the boy sitting next to me, so I had to mute myself. But yes, I totally agree. People are going to get trapped up here. That's why I brought this all out of my safe. I also I have I don't know if you've ever seen this. This is a 1 gram platinum bar. Do you see how small that is?
Oh wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. That's neat.
Yeah. So I got that. And then I have a couple of those kilos, and then I have a couple of these
Got a couple of those kilos.
smaller
Look at
ones.
you, dude.
Yeah, they're cool, right?
Ready for Columbia.
Ready for Columbia. Yeah, it should be fun. Randy, what are you looking at here as this thing's coming lower?
On ES, I'm going to wait to see if we sweep those orders that I was talking about from the overnight down at 75, 72.
Big
Sweep
sell-off.
the New York
Really,
session lows.
20
we
points
just
overnight. 20
Basically,
points
what
right
we've
now.
done in the past, how many times in the past month where we just erased the overnight move?
The overnight.
That's
Yeah,
all. That's all
yeah,
we're
it's
doing.
true.
We're just so it looks like a big sell off right now, but really, is it a sell off?
No.
Are we gonna come down, sweep these lows, and then look to set in that higher low and make a move higher?
You're back under all-time high VWAP on ES. NQ, same thing.
Reaction here, dude.
I got you up on screen now, Tanner.
This is what I want. I want this reaction. I want to get back above my entry, and I want to add to this. And then put my stop. I want this to be like the low. I want it to be. I don't know if it's going to be.
Let's see.
Let's see. So I actually opened up my stop really wide this time. See if I can give it some breathing room for once. Okay.
I'm just looking at the chat.
I like this a little bit better.
Yeah, Todd, all this silver I bought was in 2020, so it's at about $14 or $15. So, and that's why even like some of the I was talking to chat about it, and it was saying these collectible kilo ones could be worth a little bit more too. So it's telling me to think wisely before I sell it. And in my head, I'm like, chat, do you know who you're talking to? Like, I can't justify just holding this forever. Like, you got to take profits. You know what I'm saying? All right, here he comes. Let's see what you got, Tanner.
I might get smoked, but
look, I got these too. This is a 10-gram gold bar, just still in the packaging. Can you see that?
Oh, that's rad.
Yes.
You got a bunch of like actual like metals, dude.
Yeah. I bought a bunch in 2020 when I thought the world was going to end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look, I got these ones too. 10 troy ounces. These are 10 troy ounce bars.
I'm long at 79 on ES.
Okay.
Let's go longs.
I noticed an influx of YouTube pushed into my algo. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, nice. Chat's doing good. Maybe we should do our giveaway if Evan's listening. Evan, you want to come on in a few minutes and do the giveaway with us? Evan's got the duck race with the unlimited subscription. So
dude,
he can get everybody. We have 100
dog stuff.
Yeah, we have over 100 people entered in this right now.
Sick.
Yes. Okay, so let's see if we can get a turn for you guys here. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see it, dude. This is this level.
How hard does it bounce? That's the question.
Dude, I hope pretty hard here.
Back to all-time highs on ES. Let's go, baby. So I got my stop. At 71. It's a little bit bigger than probably where Tanner would put a stop, but this is just again, I want to see those orders down at 72. I'm kind of watching. So
nice.
Let's see if we can trade this back up to like 91, 92, back up to that area.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see what we can get here. I do like the bounce here. This is right off the level I have here is actually the daily volume point of control.
Hello, Evan.
So
What's up, fellas? How we doing?
Oh, what's up, pimp?
You know what I had to do, Tanner? My
What
mouse
happened?
died. The same Apple one that you had, so I gotta fucking flip it over, plug it in, and just sit there.
Bro.
You gotta have two.
Bro, okay, so literally when I got my new Mac, my mouse died, and I was like, dude, what the fuck do I do?
Yep.
And so then I went to Best Buy to buy like a second backup mouse just because like I needed one anyways. My other one was a funny story, actually. Hopefully my old company isn't listening to the stream randomly that I used to work for corporate 5 years ago, but we moved offices one time, and I knew I was going to go full-time trading, and I just didn't have that much money or anything, and I was like, dude, I really want to keep this Apple mouse. So in the move, I stole the Apple mouse and I like kept it,
dude.
And then like when we were like moving in there, I was like, I should have got a fucking Oscar for it. I was like, where's my mouse? It must have got lost in the move.
God damn it, Tanner. God damn
it. So anyways, it died. And then I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, I got to connect my new mouse. I'm like, how do I even navigate to Bluetooth settings to connect my new mouse? I couldn't do it. So then I had to charge my other one
Oh,
to
dude.
get it.
I just don't get. Why don't you just get a trackpad? I have the trackpad. It's like you're in Minority Report. I just use my fingers. For
Yeah,
everything.
well, I am pretty used to the trackpad. It is from using
I
it on
like
my
the
laptop a
trackpad.
lot. So
Let's go, Randy. This looks
not
good,
against
bro.
it. Yeah, this looks fire. It's starting to work. I like it. Not against it.
You hear
Austin,
that kid
how do you want me
coughing
to
right
access
next to
the
me?
names? With
No,
new
I'm gonna
form?
give them to you. Can you hear him coughing? That's a
No,
sick
I can hear
cough.
Miles crying outside my door. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
No, I can't hear that. The microphones are good. They're kid proof.
On a quick side note to like all the parents that are in the chat, we have the neighbor's daughter comes over and babysits Miles like once a week or every couple of weeks for a few hours so we can get out for like a date night, and
That's
they
nice.
always get along so well. She hasn't seen him since it's probably been a month because of the holidays and everything. So we get back last and I'm like, Naomi, how was Miles? She's like, he had a bit of an attitude. And I'm like, what does that mean? She's like, he threw his water cup. And I'm like, shit, like, here we go, right? And then I'm like, Miles, Naomi's leaving. He's like, no, Naomi, bye. Like, goes and runs up and gives her a hug. Like, it's just like she's telling me, he's giving her attitude.
That's awesome.
It's like a 13-year-old and a 2.5-year-old, right? It was so funny.
That's amazing, dude. Yeah, it's funny. Leo now is doing. I told you. He says, Tanner, my kid goes, go away, and that's his new thing. Go away, and he says it, and he's laughing. He like doesn't understand that it's not a nice thing to say. He thinks it's a funny thing to say.
Go away. I love that little thing you posted on Instagram of him crying leaving the casino.
Oh, dude, he goes, Leo Gamble. Leo, like a Filipino boy. Leo Gamble. I'm like, dude, no, bro, you can't go gamble. It smells like cigarettes in there.
Oh my gosh. That's
yeah, listen to him. He's right here. Yes, Gamble. That's what he just said.
I love it.
Okay, so before we do the giveaway, let's go over this trade that the boys are in. So Tanner, let's let Randy go first since you kind of already did yours a little bit. Randy, what made you take the pick here? Like at the time of this, what was the reasoning here?
So for me, I was just, again, like that short that I took in the overnight session. I was looking for a sweep of those lows back here, and look what price did. What I wanted it to do in the overnight session, but obviously there wasn't enough volume and action to do that. It ended up doing it now. It came back and you had all these stacked lows down here, which is where price kind of held in that sell-off yesterday. I wanted to see these get swept. And again, why am I going to have a short bias? There's no bearish news. Again, this looks like a sell-off, but at the end of the day, it's, 20 points in the New York session. Like all we're doing is just erasing the overnight move. And we've seen this multiple times in the past month. So it's not like we need to be like, shit, like let's get in shorts now and run this thing down to 6,000. Like, start thinking all crazy. It's like, okay, let's see it come down. I wanted to see it take the orders at 75 and see what happened. And I waited for this candle to print. In a perfect world, I would have bottom ticked it or whatever the hell you call it. But I need to see I need to see some strength come back in. And once I was confirmed on that strength and the orders on Bookmap and watching NQ, YM, everything bounced.
Look at you, bro. Hit this thing. You had your biggest XFA trade yesterday, bro. This is good. Is this in the? This is not XFA. This is something.
What was the XFA trade yesterday?
So I took a trade I took an overnight trade that was $2,000 in a 50K XFA in the overnight, which was like I let it ride overnight, like kind of how you did. Remember how you were saying I pulled the trade early in small profit, and you're like, just if you're fucking good with it, just let it go. Like you're risking, and I wasn't risking a ton either. I was risking, I think, $700 or something, or not even like $600 maybe. And I made $2,000 on it. And I was just like, this is fucking like, I just got to have the confidence. And then I'm not going to win every single one of those. Right. But when I do
sure.
win,
Yeah. And that's the thing is like, just because when you do hit the nice big winners, it's just going to make up for everything. And so, it's not, I'm not saying just like gamble it obviously all the time, but like part of it comes down to conviction of like the setup and stuff. Maybe you have a big level or something like, oh dude, we probably won't like sell below this. And then, it's like you like, once you just it's like building muscle, right? It's like when you practice the muscle holding something, it's the same way. Like yesterday I could hold through all those pullbacks on YM, like while it was doing its thing and trending, where, me 2 years in or something, I'd be biting my nails, being like, oh no, like I was just up this much. Now I'm only up this much versus now, like I've practiced enough watching like my positions mature and like be able to hold them to where I'm like, I don't care if this goes back to zero. Cause if this does hit, I'm going to make like, 5R, 6R, something.
That's
crazy.
Experience for sure.
Randy,
what do you do?
You use that. Sorry, Austin, just that he used that word mature. Like,
yeah. What are you seeing on CVD? Like, why are you not managing the trade here? What's your thought? I'm sure people are wondering that.
So it's not really doing much, right? We pulled down to 2,500 on this sell off, and we're back up to 1,000. So it's at least it's not wanting to pull back down to 2,500. If this was staying steady at 20, let's say it went to $2,000 and it started coming 2,200, I'd look to probably cut the trade.
Okay.
I'm going to look to do something here at New York VWAP because it's going to line up with these levels and we could see a short-term rejection off it.
Sure.
And to me, that's going to be, 10 plus points.
Are you going to get boomed by? You're going to get boomed by Trump saying something here, aren't you? Any second, Trump's going to.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize it was 10 after.
And he's going to boom it. He's going to boom it. Let's do this giveaway. Ev, are you ready? Did you get the names?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this works better then. We don't have to do that crazy Google Doc. We can just keep doing this form. So, but you'll just have to. Since I can't afford it, you're gonna have to give me access so I can get the 1,000 people. Yeah, we got 135 people. This is sick. All right, good job, dude. Why is it? Don't laugh at me, bro. Listen, 135 people. This is thanks to Top One Futures. Yesterday we did a 100K Ignite account. Today we're doing a 100K traditional instant funded account. You can copy trade 10 Ignite accounts right now with Top One Futures. Just go to toponefutures.com. You can read all about it. Tanner's a big fan. He's been pre-live. I'm pre-live. Randy and Evan have to be pre-live in the next 6 months, or they're fired. Or they're fired. They're fired. Okay, let's run it. Run it.
Looks like we have 2 rows of ducks. Some people are starting in the back.
Oh, dude, I want it's
I'm
it's
putting a kilo.
Oh, okay. There's like a dinosaur duck in the back peeking his eyes out. I don't know if you see it. That's my guy.
I'm taking the YMCA deck.
Yep, that's it.
I'm taking the YMCA deck at the top.
My duck Juices. He's the black hat at the top.
That's mine. That's YMCA. That's not Juice.
Oh, that's
like
YMCA?
this one for no reason.
All right, I'll take Snowman. Let's rock. Hit it. Uh-oh. Who is that?
Dinosaur duck.
Look at AJ. Is AJ got the stamp?
Don't sleep on it.
Michael Leach.
Michael
Leach. Naked duck. That's crazy.
Wow.
Welcome, Michael Leach. Welcome to the winner's circle, buddy. Yes, very lackluster outfit, but you still win the race. So, Michael, you're getting a 100K account. Just email info@asfx.biz, right, Evan? Isn't that the email?
Mm-hmm.
Info at
I don't know. It's your email.
asfx.biz. Yep. Has nothing to do with you at all. You're right. That was good. Good duck race, everybody. So we're doing more giveaways next week. Just tune into stream on ASFX TV. We do giveaways more than just Fridays now. We're back to doing it more than just Fridays. So shout out to Top One Futures for letting us do that. Okay. Evan, you want to give a take on the market today since you're here?
Yeah, I mean,
what's your
there's
hot
been
take?
no time spent above this New York VWAP. Just rejected it here on ES, and then first break of open range is running quite well today. But if you're in the longs, yeah, I'd be trying to target these VWAPs above like Randy's looking at. Otherwise, you could definitely try to see if sellers defend either one of these to make a leg back down.
Yep.
Debating if I take the risk off the trade with Trump talking.
No, that's when the risk goes on, baby. Have some fun.
Okay, nice.
NQ's a lot weaker. It's already back close
I know
to its
it's
lows.
pretty lackluster here.
Let's take a look at Tanner's trade. Yeah, back here a little bit. Not a big bounce, not yet at least.
I'm just targeting VWAP, dude, and I just might call it a day if we get that. Or I'm gonna hit max swap, which is
no, that's fine, but that's still a good target. I like that target.
Yeah, I want to see how this 15-minute bar closes. I'd like for this to close a little bit higher here.
Yep,
but we'll have to see.
Tanner's only a bad influence if he loses, right? If Tanner,
Yeah,
if Randy and Tanner win the trade, then Tanner's a good influence.
Yep, that's how it works.
I had somebody ask me about the website for the boot camp. asfx.biz/bootcamp. Everybody, I'll put it at the bottom of the screen right now. If you want to join us in Tampa, Tanner will be there. Leo will be there. If you can hear Leo in the background, we will all be there.
Yep. Wow, just a week Friday. About to take me out. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah, NQ's already at its low again. Didn't pull back like ES.
Nope, this is going to hold. 30-second chart.
What is giving such weakness to the tech stocks today? Like, what is the reason?
Yeah, I mean, it's really Apple. Nvidia's back down, but nothing crazy. Still green on the day.
Good old YM's holding up.
RTY is the strongest, dude, of the bunch. Telling you.
I don't even have RTY on my watch list. I gotta add one more thing to it.
How many, like, what's the point to tick, conversion with RTY, Tanner? Do you know off the top of your head?
I do not. No, I forget. Okay. All I know is like every time I get
just know full port.
I
know
just
how to
get in
type
every
full
time I get in one contract, I'm like, this isn't enough. And I want that's all I know.
Give me more, dude. You have to. I think for Halloween, we should all be the Avengers, and you should be Thanos because you really are. Like you just want more power, bro. Just more. And you need a glove of like every prop firm on your finger. You just snapping your fingers.
More, dude.
Trump's about to start talking. Abby said in the chat. Yeah, there's a live stream feed of this here. Also speaking right now is this guy who is supposed to be taking over Iran if there is truly a revolution going on. So there's two political things going on right now.
So that's what I thought I saw in Financial Juice. It was Arab writing.
His name is Reza Pahlavi. He's the guy that they've been wanting to take over Iran. If you want, Iran to go back to the way it used to be, not with the Islamic regime now, right? Trump takes part in Rural Investment Roundtable. Oh, RFK's sitting there just looking mad. He's drinking Starbucks out of a paper cup, so someone should tell him that there's microplastics in that paper cup getting absorbed.
They should absolutely tell him that.
I don't love how the CVD is kind of back to where we were when we set in the low. So
it's got a terrible
that's something I'm watching, but it's not a large number by any means. Like it's not.
Just
5K.
Explain what you're seeing, Randy. Just show us. You're up on screen. What does that
mean?
Oh
shit, sorry. So you can see coming back here, like on the sell-off, we got down to 20. This is how I kind of look at the CVD. So we're at 2,500, it's just a level. Now we're back again, roughly at that level, and we still haven't come back to these lows. So obviously there's sellers stepping in.
Okay.
If this was minus 5K and it was back to minus 5K, I'd probably cut the trade. Since this is under 5K, it's going to keep me in it because this could flip back to like minus 1,500 in one single move.
Sure.
That's kind of how I'm looking at it. I'm trying not to put too much weight on it, but it's something that's there in the background.
You don't have on your screen all-time high VWAP. It's sitting on it right now for me.
Yeah, so I have it on my other screen on my 15-minute charts.
Your entry, I think, is a little bit below it. Yeah, you're like 1 point below it.
Yeah, all-time high VWAP is at 80.25.
Yes, 80.75 for me, something like that.
I have it on a 15-minute chart. Like I have another window open with the.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, if you're long, if there ever is a long to sit in, I feel like it's probably something for you. At least the way I see it, it's like something like this where you're trying to pick a level, right? Like or were you just trying to time this for one pop? You know what I mean? That's like maybe where there should be more clarity on this type of a trade. Like if you were just looking for that one pop versus okay, I'm trying to get 79, work this thing longer because it's all-time high VWAP. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I wasn't basing it off. I wasn't basing it off all-time high VWAP. I was basing it off
I know.
Lows.
Right.
I got stopped. That's it for me.
All right.
Dog shit, dude. Dog shit. Just no follow through on the balances.
Are you going to trade any options today? What are you going to do the rest of the day?
No, fuck no. I'm not. Not at all. Zero.
Okay.
There's just nothing. There's nothing worth it today. And
come in clean on Tuesday because no trading on Monday, right? You're not trading Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I think the markets are closed.
Yeah,
we're not streaming or anything.
The YM's holding up. NQ's obviously not at all. NQ just made a new low again.
Yeah.
It
just slowly rolled over and died. This is like my least favorite thing when that happens. I'm like,
Tanner, do you do anything extra on journaling days? We've had this contentious conversation about journaling. I feel like a lot lately. People thinking it's not worth it, is worth it. On a day like this, even though what'd you make yesterday? 30 grand. What are you going to do today? Now you hit max loss on that account. Are you going to journal it or are you going to just say, fuck it?
Honestly, no, because I didn't really like my setups today. I don't think they're like good quality. I do encourage everyone to journal every day if they can, especially if you're like really, really new. But like I knew both of those trades I just took were not the best high quality. So it's like, I don't think there's too much to learn from it. Besides just like, don't fucking take the trade. Like, it's like, it's just lower quality. And I'm just on stream with you guys. So I'm like, oh, fuck it. I'll take the trade. I don't care. But like, I already know that I set my expectations going into the day. So I'm not confused about anything. I'm not mad about anything. That's kind of like my big thing is like, it's just low quality shit day. And I don't think there's a lot to learn from it. Like potentially. So
fair.
I look at it.
Sean got 129 on the long. W for Jordan. Nice. Mike, what do you got? When would you guys look short with us below all VWAPs? I think we could all answer that differently. I would say it's tough for me to like shorts just because of the trend that we've been in the last 2 days, 3 days. So I just see these dips as potential higher lows. So that's why I haven't taken any shorts. I do like Randy's idea. I like Tanner's idea, but I just don't know when it's going to move off of this VWAP. I think ES all-time high VWAP is right here, and then start of your VWAP is not far below us. So you could just be stuck here going into the bank holiday on Monday. I don't know. It might move on Tuesday or Wednesday. So I still like the longs, I think, more than shorts, but that doesn't mean I got to do anything with that necessarily. You know, that would be my answer to that question. What about you guys? When would you guys look for shorts? Anyone want to answer that?
Yeah, I think you could. It's safe to look for intraday shorts today as long as you're below VWAPs. Like you're saying, you can build a higher low at any point from like low of week, sure, because the trend is still overall bullish. But I mean, like you're looking at today, longs aren't in trend today. It's just a matter of where would the shorts maybe stop to maybe form that higher time frame, higher low, and it's
Right.
I don't know where that's going to be. So you kind of just
Right.
want to be quick with your shorts. You don't want to be jumping in too low. You want to probably get a pullback and just snag a nice piece of it rather than
Yeah.
look for strong trend continuation, new low week here on a Friday. Could happen, but with the trend being, I mean, all-time high, what, last Friday on ES?
I believe so.
Clearly, there's obviously more buyers that could step in at any moment, but not so far today.
Tuesday's all-time high on pre-market based on the news. Yeah, pinned high on the news on electronic trading hours.
Mm-hmm.
So NQ's officially swept its lows from yesterday's New York session.
Okay.
And as you can see here,
Having the prior day low, yeah.
Basically his previous week's point of control. Right, so we swept these lows out now. Is NQ going to finally like find some breath and move a little bit higher and keep me in my trade, or am I going to get stopped out? YM's looking okay, but at least it's holding on. It's creating now what looks like a higher low.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think any long you're finding, you're trying to time the pullback, so you got to try to scalp that quickly because trend can just step back in bearish at any moment, like we just saw there. Like there was an opportunity to bag some green, and then sellers just step right back in.
Randy, if you zoom out, it does look like we're sitting right where we closed the day yesterday too. But if you looked at regular trading hours, not electronic trading hours, so 69.80 area.
Oh, I see.
See?
Yes. Without that little at the end where we closed at 1 o'clock, right on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see how price chopped around here for the last hour of the day yesterday.
Dude, Miles said boner time, Randy. You have been flaccid on these for a while.
Like you say Miles, and I'm thinking like all the time. It's
That's what
like
makes it even funnier, dude. It's like your kid. So
I'm like, did you hear something I didn't? Yeah.
nice. Rallies up 1,400, 2 short scalps done for the day. Don't choke on me now, kid.
This might hold for you, Randy. This was kind of tricky for me because I had a level at 694. We just overshot it obviously pretty hard. But if we reclaim it now and then get back above 720s on Qs, I think this.
Well, like I said, for me, just watching on my other monitor, seeing NQ hold this and NQ officially sweeping these lows cleanly. It was the only one that didn't get the full sweep.
Yeah.
So that kind of just kept me in the trade.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Come on, Randy. Give me the boner, Kendall. Miles, what's your boner, Randy?
Are you
Okay,
going to
so
do
now-
the Indian accent at the Tampa event or what?
No, dude. Not in person. Listen,
It's not the same, right?
It's not the same. No, dude. Can you guys please do the meetups this weekend and pick where we're doing it? Here you go. Trump Hassett was good on TV. I may want to keep the NEC director where he is. So market is bouncing on Trump saying that, according to Financial Juice. Trump praises Hassett. Trump on Hassett at Fed. We will see how this works out. Fed officials don't talk much. Hassett is good at talking. So the market's coming up on the news that Hassett kind of wouldn't be the Fed chair. He would stay at NEC director role that he's in. So that's coming in right now.
Are you sure it's not coming up because I'm still in my trade? Come on now. Like let's be honest, Austin. Don't give me that Trump. Don't give me that Trump bullshit.
It's because Randy's in on his SIM account.
I think I might turn this into a chain. You think they could just put this silver bar into a chain? I could just wear this.
That'd be awesome.
I think so. I think they can.
I'm sure somebody could do that.
Someone could do
After
something
opening
with
my
it.
big mouth, I'm just gonna move my my stop to break even. I'm not taking a loser on a Friday when Trump's talking.
So tell everybody what you're doing here.
I'm moving my stop to break even in trade of 8 on the trade copier. Just that, like, I don't need to take an L on this trade because I'm just being like a cocky little arrogant. You know, there you go. Like it's watch this come lower now. Like I almost took an L on it. I took a loss on it. It came back into profit. I'm sitting here joking around, but being serious. It's Friday. I don't need to take a loss on the trade because I'm making fun of Trump, right? Where he's just going to say something stupid now, and this thing's going to come down or whatever, right? So
who knows what he's going to say? Yeah. So let's give it a few minutes and see if anything else sets up. Evan, you think you're going to take anything today? Or are you done?
I mean, I can't sell it at the low. Obviously, it could break out with this volatility if he is speaking, but to be my first trade, selling it at the lowest price of the day, 150 points from the open,
right?
200 points. I'm good on that.
Okay.
Green on the week already.
For me, just looking at the way that this has set up, it really didn't give. I mean, unless you take that mid-range short when it comes down, but it hasn't broken either side of the range, and that's usually not where I like the best spots,
And you're still playing around the overnight view up at that point. Overnight was clean bullish on NQ at least. That once you see the buyers fail to break us higher and hold above New York and get above previous, okay. Don't long it yet, but the shorts really only came after that first break, so nothing much to do.
Randy, look at like NQ and look at YM. Do you think either of them look stronger for setups for you today? Or do you think you played the best setup that you could have played?
Depending on NQ, how NQ sets up here, maybe NQ might have been better because it just bounced cleanly off a level where
would have given you less profit. Like it didn't pull back as much as ES did. I mean, you had better profits on your longs than if you tried that on NQ.
True, but just NQ is like I just bought kind of on intuition.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not buying off of like a level. Like there's nothing really on my chart that's saying, "Hey, buy here." I'm just buying on a 2-minute strength of a candle and looking at Bookmap. And
you should turn on the all-time high VWAP, Randy, since it's sitting on here right now. You have the indicator. Just turn it on.
So
you can see it.
When where are you? High year?
Start of year.
It's the same. Oh, you want the start of year?
I did start of month, so it's start of year. But yeah, high of year is fine. Yeah, that one right there.
So I think I had it. This is why I don't have it on this chart because it was printing wrong for me, and I think it's because I had start of year, maybe, and it was not at all-time highs yet. Because I have it on a 15-minute chart. I have it on toggled on, but it was looking different on this chart, so I took it off. Well, let's see if this holds.
Yeah, it looks accurate.
Yeah, this holds. It's looking like they kind of want to hold it here. Could be totally wrong. I don't know. Again, I hate Friday action like this, dude.
Tom, nice shorts.
Well, I was looking for that Friday kind of no news. We get drift higher, or at least even here now down here, we drift back up to the to the open.
At least drift back up to VWAP. Something.
I'm listening to Trump while you guys talk.
Good. Just make sure you tell us 5 seconds earlier.
Yeah, I'll try.
Give us.
Let me know when he starts talking about me. When he does like really, really big guy. This is a big guy. Have you seen those compilations?
Massive, yeah, massive of a man.
Massive of a man. One really large person. I like this pattern on ES to hold.
Bookmap says there's orders below there, Randy.
Oh, I see him in the CVD -6,500. So there's sellers down here. I just don't know if that Trump does something and this thing just pops.
Fairly weak, dude. This is pretty weak.
The start of year VWAP is at 67, Randy.
I don't think it cares. I think it's just selling.
This is why I would not like to still be in my trade with price action like this and Trump talking. Like being like in drawdown and a little bit of profit. Like I don't need that.
Because it's also not really your trade. Like of all trades to sit there, that's not your favorite.
Exactly. No,
it's
not my trade.
Yeah.
It's not my.
How long will you give those trades though, Randy? Like when you take them, how long will you usually sit in them before you just call it?
I don't know. It's a tough question. I'll have to look at my stats. I'll have to go back and look at some of this stuff.
I'm just curious
now that you said that.
Yeah. It looks like it wants to go take those orders at 70.
And then, like I said, another key VWAP down below at 67.
Well, if you guys, whoever's looking at shorts and you guys want me to really rattle you, there is a naked point of control down at 44. Are we going to go for that?
44.
Are we going to take previous week's point of control at 56 and then come take this naked point of control and then make that leg higher? Let's see what this looks like on a higher time frame.
Connor told me this morning the HVL for SPX is 69.45. What number did you just say?
69, 44, 50.
And I said to him this morning, I was like, that's far away, bro.
Okay. What's interesting about this, even if when you zoom out, even if you came and took this naked point of control, you're still on the 15-minute putting in a higher low.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's still, do you know what I mean? It's not like something crazy when you think about it.
No.
I'm kind of like just zooming out and thinking, because that's the only reason I marked it, or else I wouldn't have marked it. If it was way down in way down there, I'm like, the reason I marked it was looking back. I'm like, oh, if we came and took this, you could put in a higher low here if you wanted to.
Randy, can you explain the naked point of control? Jesper's asking.
No, I can't. I'm sorry.
Not at
So
all.
What? I'll pull it up for you here.
Send him to a video.
Just my charts are just seem really messy right now. So a naked point of control. So on the 30-minute time frame, electronic trading hours with this SVP setting, these are all the session volume profiles of every session. And you can see here now, usually the previous day's point of control gets tagged. It gets tagged at some point in the next session or two. And you can see it's tagged here, tagged here. Our previous day's point of control from, what is this, Wednesday? Tuesday. Never came back and got tagged because we had that big push up. So what price wants to do is it wants to come down and it wants to tag these previous days point of control and then look for the next leg. It's very, you can see there's not a ton of naked point of controls. This one's way down here at 6,800 and 6,890. I had that marked a while ago. I took it off because it's so far away. I don't want to look at it. So hopefully that helps. But this is how I do my volume profile.
Sounds
thing
good.
is just
Sounds good.
weak, dude.
Is anyone in a trade on any of these shorts? Someone somehow long in the chat?
See, I'm glad I got out of my long one I did for a break even. These are the for me, the scenarios and the cases where I take a break even that I'm happy with it. That I'm not like, fuck, why did I take that break even? I don't give a shit.
Yeah, because you could have been married to it and taken a bigger loss.
These are the trades that are very easy to get married to when you buy the bottom. Because you look for that big fucking move all the way up and you get stuck in the trade and then you get burned. And it's like, no, I don't need to get burnt. I'll just take a break even. This is not my trade anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, Evan, have you looked at it recently? What are the odds that we have single break of opening range? Because that's what today is.
Opening range, no, not so much. One thing I was looking at was like opening week range, which is like Monday and Tuesday's high and low. That's like these lines on NQ that similar to like an opening range or initial balance, it probably only breaks one side. So we broke out the opening week range on Wednesday's low, that it kind of rules out that when we started today that we would be so bullish to also make a new high a week. Does that make sense? So we are in line with that we aren't probably going to double break this opening week's range. I mean, look how clean that climb up is overnight. Bounce off overnight view up here. Open comes in, does not care. Does not care at all.
Nope.
Like, does this just do the opposite and just kind of grind and drift lower? And then, you know what I mean? Then find some like how we wanted to see it the other way. No news on a Friday.
I would not say grind lower is usually a term that we use. It either slides, you know what I mean? Or, yeah, I don't know. But I could it be a red day? For sure. You know what I mean? I think I'm finding my best trades come after 10:30. So it almost feels like for me, my session started 4 minutes ago. You know, now you have so much information on the way the market's wanting to move today. I think shorts now just become easier as the day goes on until you you would need a lot of work to, at least for me, to want to be long. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the first potential long could have easily been here 18 minutes into the day. And then you're looking an hour later like, why did I buy it? Like there was just I could have gotten more
Right.
bearish information later on and longed it there rather than jump in 10 minutes into the day.
Exactly. Where do we have questions in the chat? We did the giveaway, had some good trades, Tanner great takes on the macro stuff today for sure. People were loving that. But I want to make sure we hit all the questions. Any trades from this week that you want us to go over, everybody? Anything we need to review? I want to make sure we get that done before we wrap up here in the next 30 minutes or so.
And NQ just
I
has
see
no
you.
buyers.
Dude, just the bids be gone, bro.
Yeah, when
The
is
thing
the-
just sliding?
When does the top one 40% off sale end? Do you guys know?
I don't know.
Someone's asking in the chat. I don't know.
I should know that.
They don't have it posted yet, like no end date.
Yeah. So there you go, Trev. Connor said 45. I mean, we're at 70 and moving lower.
Just zero buyers, dude. Zero fucking buyers.
Like, what's really moving? I mean, Apple's moving lower. Nvidia's now finally tipped over. Microsoft's holding up. Google's down. Meta cut through. I mean, stocks are bearish, but just no buyers.
I'm really glad I used my personal daily loss limit because I would have been trying to buy every fucking dip and gotten run over so many times, dude.
It's true.
These are my worst days, bro, because I literally play bounces, like continuation short days like this where we have some bounces and then they just roll back over. My absolute worst fucking days.
On the bigger picture, like when you look at this on a daily chart, it still doesn't even do anything. It's just sideways near all-time highs.
Yeah.
Do you know if the sale will be bigger or smaller? I think the next sale will be smaller. I'm pretty sure on that.
Has it ever been less than 40?
Yes.
Yeah.
VIX is up today pretty good. Can you get a confirmation on that? I guess 16 on VIX.
2%? Is that what you see? 2%?
No, VIX is up 1.5%.
I have VIX at 1.9 right now.
Yeah, I got a 1.9.
I look at VIX futures.
Okay,
Yeah, I have
that's
an
why. Yeah.
explanation.
Then we talk.
Yeah. Either way, it's moving higher highs, so it's gonna look like the opposite of ES.
Todd said, got my ass kicked too many times trying to catch a falling knife. Yeah, sometimes you just have to like lose your hands and then you'll stop trying to catch a falling knife, you know?
Yeah. And you also
Cut
want to
your
be
hands
careful
off.
of like seeing 3 minutes of lift and being like, oh, finally, here's the long, and then just another lower high and smokes
Right.
it back down.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna somehow long it, it would have to be from an extreme. Don't long it here or long it there when it now looks a little bit more bullish, because that's exactly where it's going to turn.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Randy's price was really good. I know it didn't work out, but gave it a shot to buy it at an extreme, went into profit rather than chasing it an immediate drawdown.
Yep.
No, it was a solid attempt. That's why I don't get like, I'm never like, what am I doing wrong? It's just like, if you have a strategy and you trade it very similar, you just got to accept that, like, dude, you're gonna be wrong sometimes. It's part of trading. There's a loss rate. It is part of it, right? And so that's why, like, again, just for me, I know if I use a personal daily loss limit, that's going to protect me. Ultimately, like I just got to get through these type of days. Literally, that's it. I just got to get through it and just be like, okay, well, you know,
you'll be right more times than not. Today's one of the wrong days.
Yeah.
If you do the same thing,
win rate is you're going to be wrong for, you know what I mean, 4 out of 6 times easy. Like, and then it's not even that simple math. It could be even like over time, over a larger sample size.
Right. There's streaks in there that are longer.
That's if you do the same thing consistently.
Yeah, but I'm just
always
that's what
hopping
I'm
around,
saying.
and there is no saying that the good day has to be around the corner.
Yeah,
people don't realize that, right? And they get so fucking caught up in it.
Like if you took a loss on that, Randy, you can't just be like, oh well, it normally wins. It's like, no, that, I mean, what you normally do normally wins. This is just like an outlier trade that could have won and sometimes does.
I took a small loss in the Asian session, so I was like I said, content with that break even on that trade. And look, guys, I could have fucking held in. I could have been married to it, and I could have took a full stop on it.
Yeah. Think about the week, Monday through Friday is how you grade the week's not an individual trade. What, you made an extra $200 on that? It's like you still had a great Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday was good. Win or lose on that trade, it's not going to make or break anything.
So this guy, Kevin Warsh, is now in the lead to be nominated above Kevin Hassett for Fed governor this year. This guy is an American financier and bank executive who served as a member of the Federal Board of Governors, Federal Reserve Board, from 2006 to 2011. During and in the aftermath of the 2008 financial crisis, he acted as the central bank's primary liaison to Wall Street and served as the Federal Reserve's representative to the Group of 20, G20, as a board's emissary to the emerging and advanced economies in Asia. Interesting.
Damn, I
think
had
anybody put tariffs on people that don't go along with Greenland. That's the most recent thing that he just said.
You know what's a little frustrating is two
Of
times this
course
week
it's
when we
that.
sold off. 2 times this week when we sold off. In my game plan, I wrote like key levels I was watching to stay under 4 sells.
Yeah.
But this is the problem is I'm naturally just like don't really short that often. I'm more of like a long bias trader.
Right.
And both days my levels played true. My level today literally for sells was just to stay bearish is 25,720 on NQ. And we literally sold off into that. That's the bounce. That's where I tried my bounce. It failed. We came back down. Then we popped back up and we retested it perfectly. And now we're 120 points below that
Smoked it.
retest. So it's like, I had someone actually ask me this yesterday in coaching. They're like you, when you're writing your plans and stuff like that, like how often do you like go back and make sure you're obviously like following the plan? Like you try to do that every day. Like, you know, you got to look back and see like where did things go wrong, right? And then sometimes you kind of just overlook things and forget things. It's like, and so now of course I'm like reflecting. I'm like, damn, dude, like I wrote it in the plan of what I wanted to do. And
That's the worst, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
Yep.
It is what it is.
Adam said, yo, Austin, I'm now up 1K on the 50K. I was down 900 in November. Clawed it back. Great trade from 75 to 63. 5 days in a row green. Back on the streak, Adam. Nice, dude. Well done.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Love it.
Questions are slowing down, which is good.
I think
Randy,
it
are
is
you done
interesting,
trading
like,
for the day?
Austin,
Sorry, go ahead.
you and me
Yeah.
both see the longs, like Tanner's saying, and even Randy. Like we just wake up being bullish until it really tells us to sell it. That like these
course.
pullbacks to New York on ES, it's like, yeah, it's probably a viable short. Like it's a healthy pullback to there. But like if it was like inverse to the longs, I would definitely say that's close enough to New York for me to like want to buy it on the turn away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Like didn't even really think about it today. 'Cause, you know,
No.
I want to see that full retest so I can get that good sell price. But like long in it, I would fucking jump in here 10 times
That's
out
a
of
good-
10 probably.
It's a good way to explain it.
Dude, actually,
As a new trader, is it better to gain skill, gain money, or gain eagers? I don't know what eagers is.
How the hell do you gain money without skill?
Good question.
It's true.
How do
Very
you
true.
get pitches with no money?
How
do you do anything?
Right. First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the business, right, Randy?
Yeah. That's looking awesome. The locks.
I think we can wrap unless anybody's taking another trade. A lot of good
I've
takes
been
today, boys.
chilling,
A lot of
man.
good takes. Good job on the giveaway. Very happy to give that. I know whoever won, whoever Michael, I think it was, reached out to me already, which is great. Tanner, it's always good to see you, bro. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you always sharing the insight that people love the macro, that people love your trading. So it's good to have you. We're back next week, everybody, but not on Monday. So if you're tuning into ASFX TV for your first month, we're not streaming on Monday. We'll be back on Tuesday. So that's the game plan. But chat, thanks for hanging out the whole time. Good job on the giveaways again, everybody. Good trades. We'll see you on Tuesday. Thanks, guys.
Peace. Peace.